Okay, well, I've come up here. I drove up here a minute ago. I couldn't see anything. It says Beckett's close. That must be a clue, mustn't it? Anyway, I wandered around someone's garden. But it wasn't it. Apparently he said it's all very overgrown up here, but it's up here. He says if you wander up this way, you'll come out by it. So that's what I'm doing. It's quite tiring doing all this, you know. I've got Horringer and I've got a little and great Saxon. Under normal conditions I would do them all today. I mean, I'm feeling exhausted, everyone. I just wonder sometimes if the car exhaust is leaking. I've had so many problems, you know, over the years with exhaust pipes throughout my driving career. Right, oh, here we go. Look, it's even got a signpost. St Thomas of Becke churchyard. Well, fancy that. There we are, folks. I'll take some photos in a minute. That round bit there must be where the church once stood. Let's have a read. The Parochial Church Council of Westley hopes you find this area a sanctuary of peace. The churchyard is maintained mainly by voluntary support of the village community. It remains consecrated ground and dog owners are kindly requested to remove all waste. A church with 8 acres of land was recorded at Westley in the Domesday Book in 1086. The site of this building was almost certainly where the ruins stand today. On the 27th of March 1744, disaster struck the church when the tower collapsed. The tower was demolished and never rebuilt. It is seemed to have suffered long-term damage to the church after the fall of the tower. In 1825, John Gage of Hengrave recorded that the walls of the whole of the building are much crippled and the stonework has suffered greatly. The antiquarian David Davy visited Westley in 1828 and commented, "The whole building is in bad repair, very damp and green, and much neglected. There is one bell which hangs in a sort of loft within the nave of the west end." Further details can be found in the St Mary's Church Guide available from St Mary's Church. So, but this is St Thomas Becket churchyard. I'll take a picture of that in a minute. We'll just have a wander with the video first. These are places I won't come back to. I mean, I should have brought the camera really, but I'm so tired. I mean, I did manage to get some dinner in Bury St Edmunds today. I made myself go and eat something. Little folly store. Arable land all around in the small village of Westley. Not mixing it up with Westley Waterless, by the way. So in there are the ruins. In fact, I can see a bit of a wall. With rapid growth, you won't see so much now. But if you look there, we'll come round and do photos in a minute. There is some of the church. Now, why I'm doing this could apply to my family tree. And it could apply to Elon Musk's. Elon's family and mine were very entwined in the villages around Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. So it's no wonder really 2 of my great-great-aunts married 2 of his great-great-uncles. There are possibly other marriages as well. But it's a big job. Right, I'm in a churchyard dedicated to Thomas of Becke again, and I come across a Brooke grave. Looks like Lily, daughter of something Brookes. It looks like she was a small child who died there. These could be also Brookes next to her, for all I know. First Brooke grave I've come across for a long time, but I will analyse that, blow it up when I get home, eventually. So, fancy that. You never know. I kept saying I wonder when they're going to turn up. Look, there's another one here. Another Brooke. Wow, folks, this is amazing. We haven't found any Brookes for ages. In memory of William Brooks, gent, who died May the 31st, 1812, age 84. Wow, look at that. And here we've got Mary, could be wife of William Simpson, who died 1851. Look at that though, look at that, folks. A Brooke grave, 2 Brooke graves. Something drew me here today. And for all we know, folks, I'm just trying to see who that could be. I don't know if that's a Brooke as well. If we had more time, we'd be able to do it. Clean it up, but we got 2. One over there, and there could be more. Gent, William Brooks of Westley, because they were farmers, don't forget. Wow, I can't get over it. 2 Brooks at least, and maybe these are Brooks as well. And they've been left in the graveyard for me to find them. Something drew me here today. This wasn't planned exactly, but look at all the graves in there. There must be loads of them. Must be loads of graves here. And all over, and all under the ground, folks. So there's an awful lot of graves in here, I would have thought. And this is where the church was. It's a strong possibility those Brookes are ours, okay? Because don't forget, all these villages aren't far from Burrough Green. They're not far from Newmarket, Bury St Edmunds. We'll just see if we can see a name on this one. Not easy. Not easy at all. If we had more time, we could find out. There might be a register somewhere with these on. Somebody here died 1778. And his 80th year. It could be Dickerson. Somebody Dickerson, or a woman. It could be Sarah Dickerson. Died in 1778. Footstones. See, it should be somebody like me, a family tree recorder. Should be taking hold of this graveyard, but if I was 10 years younger. Zara and I used to work so hard on the graves 20 years ago when we first came to Suffolk to do it all. We used to work so hard trying to locate them, you know. Yeah, we turned to the earth with animals. There's a bit more of the wall in there, look. Don't know if you can see it in there, a bit of the church wall. Because the bloke said, oh, it's only a ruin. And I said, well, are there any graves? And it's pure chance I come here. I didn't plan to come here to Westley. It was sort of in the back of my mind, but that's quite a big solid wall there, isn't it? And when that all dies back, I expect you can get in there. And there'd be more stones. There would be an altar in there, an aisle. And once it had a tall tower. It's amazing, isn't it? Who have we got here? We have, see, that could all be cleared. That could be a brook for all we know. Just go up at the top there again, Shil, just in case you've missed something. I think I'll go up to where he said as well, with the gate. So this is still consecrated. This is still holy ground, everyone. This is still holy ground where the church once stood. And see that big lump there? That's one end of the church. That could be the tower end. Once that's all died down, I expect you can walk in there. Yeah, bits of masonry, look. Yeah, it would have been good to come in the winter here to see this. There might be more stuff inside. Dedicated to Thomas of Becke. Well, I don't know how we would have got in from where he said. Right, I'm going to turn off. I'm not believe this, folks. Look. Isaac Brookes departed, or sacred to the memory of Isaac Brookes, who died 1838, something the 25th, could be June, in his 70th year of his age. Look at that. This is a brook. All this is brook. It's got to be. Look at this. Look at that one. Very clear. Someone's done some cleaning. I can't get over this one, everyone. We haven't found brooks for a long time. William was a gent, described as a gent. All this row here, I reckon they're all brooks or related. Wow, I wonder if there's anyone written on this side, which the person hasn't done yet, because normally you have one on both sides. Wow, I can't believe it. Got a William Brooke. It doesn't matter if it's Brooks, it doesn't matter, it varied, it sometimes was Brooks. Usually was Brooks. Mary Ann Oak Brooks is my great-great-grandmother. Here we've got Isaac, somebody new to look up. Or he's already in there, I just hadn't taken any notice. Died in 1838. 1838, that's before Mary Ann Oak Brooks was born. 19 years before she was born. I'm turning off a minute. I can't believe it. I was just saying, by chance, my day wasn't planned. This was a spontaneous discovery today, which I will, of course, look up those names in more depth. But it was pure chance. This was as though I've got my bullseye list, and Westley was on there, but not circled. And to come at least 3 brooks that are visible, one very clear, which someone's tidied up. Here's part of the church here. Well, this was significant. I've spent a few moments here because when you find a Brooke or Brooks grave, it is so significant in this area of our tree. And there's probably more here. So I'll be digging up the records, don't you worry, when I get home. I can't believe it. I think it's fantastic. This is the reward you get when you do family tree. This is the reward. When you're hot and bothered and tired and hungry, and then you discover something. I nearly drove away, and I thought, no, stop. Go and ask somebody. It might be of significance. So that's what I did. I asked somebody. I came up to the gate in the car earlier and then turned around and went back. I didn't come through the gate. Wow, what do you think of that then, Sheil? Oh, I've just seen a big rat. Hello. Farm, rural, countryside rat. God, I'd love to walk that track. Did you? Yeah, I could do with spending years up here again. Longer time again. Well, there you are, look. Behind there. Let's just see. I thought I saw something sticking out then. For all we know, there might be more monuments here. It's amazing, isn't it? Oh, look at that plane coming. I don't know if you can see it, everyone, but it's going to fly right over me. If I had my other camera, I would take a picture of it. Look, I'm waving to him. Oh, there's 2. Hi. Hi, planes. Hi. But you can see me. Do you know what? That was a salute to my ancestors, that was. What's the chance of them flying over you when you've just made a brilliant discovery in a ruin? That's brilliant. They've just flown over. They know I just found some family graves. Oh, it's a fantastic video. I'm so excited. People say, oh, you know, they might find it boring, but I said, no, it keeps me alive, my tree. I was just saying I'd like to wander up these different paths. God, that was such a lovely experience, them flying over, just when I made those discoveries as well. I wonder if they come around again. Probably going to Lincolnshire or Mildenhall. Oh, I reckon they could have seen me. They wouldn't have heard me, but they would have seen me waving up because I'm right in the middle of the concrete. Oh, look at that. They came over into this display over the graveyard. Oh, isn't that lovely? I'm so pleased with that. Oh, like I said, I could do with spending more time up here. I've missed being up here, really. Do you know what I mean? All those years I've spent walking when I wanted to be up here, hunting my ancestors down. I've got so much to do and I haven't got the energy I had. You know, I haven't got it like I used to. I try my best and I keep making discoveries. It's very exciting indeed. That was the icing on the cake, those two planes then. That was like absolutely phenomenal to have those planes, those jets come over me like that. Oh God. The flypast for the Brookes. So this is what part of Westley, everyone, the newer part, of course. This would have all been fields. Old Church Lane. This would have all been fields not that many years ago. Yeah, like lots of little villages I go to, they're all... Well, they price ordinary people at the market, really. It's just a shame. But this is the old Church Lane. You imagine in the past, with the horse and carriages coming along here, up to the churchyard with my ancestors, say William Brooke, Isaac Brookes, coming up here to be buried. They would have come up here. Amazing. Oh dear, I feel absolutely... That's made my day today. I tell you, it's just, I am... Do you know what I've got? For the first time, for a long time, I bought a very small bottle of Prosecco. Now, do you think that was a type of sign when I bought that? Because that's in celebration of finding that up there. Might seem insignificant, but it's not. There's a lot of activity. I think they fly over all the time, you know. It's very noisy at night. Very noisy at night. Right, I'm going to turn off now. Lovely little flowers, look. Over and out, everyone. One more look up there.